All right, good morning. We're going to start the work session for February 3rd, 2021. Those that are online, if you could please mute yourself until it's your turn to speak. Also, if you're going to leave after you present, if you could do that right after you present so we could have less interference throughout the process. And we're just working as we go with this new system, so we'll keep plugging away at it. We'll start this morning's work sessions with Veterans Services. Mr. DeJacmo.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Here, Dvorkin.
Is now joining.
Go ahead, Tony.
Morning, Tony.
Morning, Tony.
Once again, it's time to start thinking about Memorial Day. Trying to get a little jump on it. So I'm here today requesting approval for the purchase of 12,240 flags at the price of $7,956.
Okay.
And that's in accordance with public law.
Any questions for Tony?
Nope.
Thank you, Tony.
Thanks, Tony.
Thanks, gentlemen. Have a good day.
You too.
Two.
Crawford County Fair? He might be leaving. We'll try to give him a second when he goes.
Good morning. Another new process brought to the commissioners this morning. In an effort of increased transparency and accountability, brings me in front of the commissioners to request their approval of the 2021 Fair Marketing and Advertising Contract. As agreed, this contract was approved by the Fair Board at our January meeting, and they have the details of the contract. It's a grand total of $75,317. It's with Bull Moose Marketing here in Meadville. We really have never used Bull Moose before. We tried to use them for the 2021 fair and didn't have a fair. And of course, they adjusted their fees to meet our needs as we had our alternative fair event. So this year, that's written in the same contract. No charges would start until March when we know what our fair might look like. And it's scaled down at a monthly payment. The $75,000 includes an ad spend of $59,400, and of course that's TV, radio, and print ads. And they have buying power that we don't have as an individual organization. And the rest of it's an agency fee of $15,917, payable at $1,768 a month starting in March if we move forward. And the clause is in there. It protects us if we don't have a full fair.
I'm glad you brought that up, Dee. I looked at the contract. I have no qualms with it myself. I do appreciate the fact that he put the marker in there in case we have another hybrid fair or some adjusted
Right.
fair that's in there. So any
Yeah,
questions for
nope,
Dean?
Good.
Thank you for coming and presenting today.
Thank you,
Dean.
Todd.
Thanks, Dean.
You too.
You too.
Adult probation?
Good morning, Commissioners. This is Trevor.
Morning,
Morning,
Trevor.
I'm here to request an approval to pay a bill received for court testimony by an expert witness provided. That would be for the drug patch company that we use in the amount of $1,950. This testimony was needed for a contested hearing for the results that were received from that company. A defendant wanted to contest that, and we had to bring in this expert to testify. This is I wouldn't say it's a specific budgeted line item, but it is coming from our year analysis from our 2020 budget. The testimony was December 7th. We were billed December 30th. So I'm looking to take this out of the year analysis budget of 2020.
Okay. Any questions for Trevor?
No?
Nope.
Don't have any.
Thank you, Trevor.
Thanks,
Thanks, Trevor.
All right. Thank you.
Crawford County Sheriff?
Trevor Oates is now exiting.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning,
Morning,
Dave.
Dave.
I'm here because we've been doing some checking into getting a credit card machine for the office, primarily for people who want to get their concealed carry permit, because hardly anyone carries cash anymore. We checked with a couple other places, and the one we're asking for is Value Payment Systems, which is the same one the Treasurer's Office uses, and they gave us the best deal. It's really not going to cost the county anything, and the people who use it will be charged a percentage fee. So I'm requesting the approval of the contract with Value Payment Systems, this so that the Sheriff's Office can take credit cards for different things.
Okay, and you had Keith look at this, right? Keith looked at it? Okay. And
Yeah.
why Christine's here, any problems with the company, Christine?
I have not. I've been very happy with them.
Okay, good.
And it's not required to use a credit card, it's just another option.
Another option, right?
That's correct, that's
Another
why,
option.
Great,
yeah,
Okay,
I
thank-
had it in our office for that same reason, just a convenience for the,
great.
Somebody, okay. But
Customers.
no cost to us, but you'll,
No.
okay. Thank you, Dave, for your work on that.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Good morning, Commissioners.
Dave Powers is
Good.
now
Ready to
exiting.
go.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Tim.
IT is requesting approval of UPS maintenance and parts replacement from Nationwide Power for $3,043.33. This was found at the last inspection that they did just this last month.
Okay.
Okay.
Any questions for Tim? Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Thanks.
The courts,
Good morning, Commissioners. It's Heidi.
morning,
Morning,
Heidi.
Heidi.
This morning, first thing we are requesting is approval for payment of invoices for the Bar Association dues at a cost of $7,013.50. This is $2,629.40 for 7 government rate employee attorneys, and then $4,384.10 for 10 contract attorneys. This is always a budgeted item.
Okay,
And second, we're requesting an upgrade to the broadband at the MDJ Vernon office. This is in the form of a 3-year service agreement with Armstrong Utilities, effective February 12th, 2021, or when we get it signed, to provide Zoom 4 internet and static IP address for that office at a cost of $199.95 per month. There is a one-time installation charge of $79.95. So what they're doing with this, in addition to all the video conferencing that's going on with the hearings and stuff, they were having the sheriff monitor their security cameras throughout the day. And that on top of the increased video conferencing was causing issues with the broadband and the signals for that. And IT looked at everything, and this was the solution that was decided on.
Heidi, do we have a similar arrangement with the other magisterial district judge offices?
No,
And we don't need to? I mean, their setup is so different that they don't have a call for this type of thing?
we were looking at this as a pilot for it to see how we think things work out. And that, because it may be a balance between how many additional cameras the sheriffs can view and handle, and the needs in the other offices. And so with this one, there isn't extra security at that office, so we started there.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
any other questions, Francis?
No, I don't have any.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Heidi.
Thanks.
Human Services?
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning,
Morning,
Gail.
Morning, Gail.
First item this morning is funds to be returned to the Social Security Administration for an overpayment of CYS placement costs from 10/1/20 to 12/31/20 in the amount of $923, no cost to the county for that. Second item is a purchase requisition to PACA MHDS for the annual membership dues. The cost to the county is $314.94. Next is a purchase requisition to PCYA. This is the annual membership dues for Children and Youth Services, and the cost to the county is $625.96. Next, I have a contract with Cray Youth and Family Services. I'm seeking to ratify this contract for 2021 for the delivery of foster care and specialized foster care services. This is a new provider to us, and they are located in Newcastle. The regular foster care rate is $5.21 a day cost to the county, and the specialized foster care is $9 a day to the county. And the last item is a 2021 mental health ID early intervention contract amendment with Valonia Industries. This is an amendment to their mental health portion of their contract, or adding one-on-one community participation and reducing their 1 to 11 and 1 to 15 community participation support. There's no additional cost to the contract total. We're just moving money between the two items.
questions?
all.
Nope.
Gail?
Nope.
Thank you, Gail.
Thanks, Gil.
Thank you.
Public safety?
Good morning, everybody.
Morning, Greg.
This morning, first, we want to request ratification of a hazardous materials response fund grant in the amount of $17,217. Second, we're looking to approve a purchase of 6 flat panel monitor knuckle mounts for the 911 Center's CAD system from Zybex at a cost of $943.74. That's coming out of the wireless funds at no expense to the county. And lastly, items C and D are very much the same. They're a memorandum of understanding between Public Safety and the Bloomfield Fire Department and the Titusville City Fire, basically permanently loaning them a portable generator with a large quartz light on it. They're Homeland Security funded items that have not been used, and we put some feelers out through EMA to find any agency that may find some use for them, and those two offered to do that with the understanding they'd be responsible for maintenance and upkeep.
Okay.
Great.
Any questions for Greg?
Nope.
All right, thanks, Greg.
Thank you.
Thanks, Greg.
All right, the treasurer?
Good morning.
Morning, Christine.
Greg Beveridge.
Is now
Who's
exiting.
going?
First thing I'm asking for today is requesting approval to pay an invoice number 3030 to the city of Meadville, and it's for the 1/3 share of the county city treasurer's office wages for the tax collection of the county taxes. This is for the 7/120 to 12/31/20, and it's in the amount of $16,847.40.
Okay.
Secondly, I'm requesting approval to pay invoice number 3031, and it's also to the city of Meadville, and it's for the county's 1/3 share of the city treasurer costs for postage and mailing of the per capita taxes. And that is also for the period of 7/1/2020 through 12/31/2020, and it's in the amount of $1,440.76.
Okay.
Thirdly, I'm requesting approval to pay invoice number 3032 to the city of Meadville for the county's 1/3 share of the city treasurer costs of postage, mailing, and phones for the real estate tax bills, second notices, and that's for the same period of 7/1/2020 through 12/31/2020, and it's in the amount of $1,022.72.
Okay.
And lastly, I'm requesting approval to pay the 2021 PA Treasurers Association dues, and that's in the amount of $625.
Okay. Any questions for Christine?
No.
No, thank you, Christine.
Thank you.
County maintenance?
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning, Mark.
I'm asking approval to pay an invoice to Amark Environmental. This was for asbestos removal from the old QLC as part of the Renewed Life Haven project. It's for $9,600. We'll be splitting that cost with Human Services. They'll be paying half, we'll be paying half, for a total of $4,800.
Okay.
I'm asking approval to pay invoices for the courthouse remodeling project, the new finance office, in the amount of $178.73.
Okay.
Requesting approval to purchase and install 2 new exterior double doors in the assembly room in the courthouse. This quote was from Evil Plate Glass for $7,450.
Okay.
I'm asking approval to ratify the purchase of a 2020 Chevy 3500 dump truck. This is to replace our Liquid Fuels 2013 Chevy dump truck. Be purchasing it from Dave Hallman Chevrolet in the amount of $70,993. This amount will be completely paid out of the Liquid Fuels Fund at no cost to the county.
Okay.
Last, our Liquid Fuels account is funded by allocations from PennDOT twice a year. This amount is generally around $250,000. PennDOT allows us to apply up to 10% of those allocation totals towards our administrative costs here in the office to run the Liquid Fuels program. This year, the allocation was down, but our costs to run the office, of course, did not. So we went over the 10%. I'm asking approval to transfer out of the general fund to the liquid fuels fund, $5,204.11.
Okay, any questions for Mark? Thank you, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
Give Mark 1 second to leave, so we all can laugh at his name. Here it comes.
Mark Felon
Yeah, there goes Mark Fallon.
Is now exiting.
We have to try you, Francis. We have to try it. We just don't know. Finance?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Stephanie.
I have for your approval invoices totaling, well, on my sheet, it's $191,094.97. However, it includes one invoice that Gail has already mentioned in her portion earlier for $923. So taking that off, I amend the amount to $190,171.97. And the first is to Crawford County Drug and Alcohol. It is for their July 2020 through December 2020 county match. The amount is for $7,171.97. That comes from our Human Services Drug and Alcohol line item. The second is for the Penn State Extension. It's the first quarter 2021 budgeted appropriation. The first portion is $20,000, and that comes from the Human Services Cooperative Extension Rentals and Leases. The second is for $52,500. That comes from the Human Services Cooperative Extension contributions. The next is another to drug and alcohol. It's the fiscal year 2020-21, quarters 1 and 2, Human Services Block Grant Match for $15,000. Comes from the Human Services Drug and Alcohol contribution. The third we are skipping because Gail presented that. The next is for MetLife Assignment Company to settle a civil claim. The amount is $87,500, and it comes from the General Liability Fund. And finally, Active Aging. It's the fiscal year 2021 budgeted allocation in the amount of $8,000. And that comes from Human Services Active Adult and Aging Contribution.
Okay.
And then for ratification, I have two invoices totaling $707,156.47. The first is to P-CHIP for our February 2021 health insurance, invoice number 49367-0. In the amount of $704,976.47. That comes from our insurance premiums. And the second is to Stantec. It's the final billing for staff parking lots 2 and 3. The invoice number is 1740891, final. The amount is for $2,180, and it comes from buildings and grounds.
Any questions for Stephanie? Okay, Crawford County Commissioners?
Okay, the first item I have is an Act 14, 67, and 68 notification from Dyson Helmy Engineering for a DEP water quality management and NPDES permit for a small flow treatment facility located in Westmead Township. Second item is an Act 14 notification from Advanced Cast Products applying for an NPDES permit renewal for the discharge of non-contact cooling water and storm water at the facility in Vernon Township. And the last item is requesting ratification of the Dominion Voting Freight Contract invoice in the amount of $4,838.12.
Thank you for taking care of that, Gina. You had a lot of extra work to do that. Taking care. Any other questions for Gina? No? Any public comment? Commissioner comments, Commissioner Soft?
Thank you. I'll just want to mention that obviously the county had set out petitions. We're entering petition season. Signatures for petitions for upcoming candidates can start to be gained on Tuesday, February the 16th. And the petitions, two of the three types that we received from William Penn Printing Company that we've used many times in the past. The printing company notified us yesterday that they made a slight error on the affidavit side of two of those petitions, and they are reprinting them. But I just want to let candidates know that if they want, they can wait until the new petitions come in and come back in and get the ones that they can start to circulate or they can just, on the candidate's affidavit, they can handwrite the street address and post office and a signature line on those two affidavits prior to having them notarized. Obviously, once those petitions are notarized, you cannot alter or change them at all. But those are two options. If anybody has a question, feel free to give me a call and I can explain it. The safest thing would be to wait until the new petitions come out because there's still plenty of time. William Penn Printing hasn't told us when they will send us the new petitions, but I'm sure that they're working feverishly to get the corrected ones printed and out to us. It affected about 20 counties in which they currently do business. So I just wanted to let everybody know that. So, thank you.
Commissioner Wiederspan?
I don't have anything at this time, sir.
The only thing I'd say is to, Meadville Medical Center is doing a wonderful job with the vaccination program. They've asked us to give them some patience in regards to getting several thousand people vaccinated over the next several weeks. Some of those pods that they have set up, there's one today, I believe there's over 800 people getting vaccinated in an 8-hour period. It's a daunting task, so we welcome your questions. We can try and get them to the right people. We just need to make sure you have patience with that process. Other than that, that's all I have, and I think we're good. Right? Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thanks.